Hi everyone. My name is Aurianna Morellano, and the movie I watched for my movie review was 12 Years as a Slave, and it was directed by Steve McQueen. So here is a brief summary of this movie. This movie was about a free African man living peacefully in the northern part of the United States. He was later captured by people who sold slaves down in the southern part of the United States and was forced to be a slave. His name was Solomon Northup, and he tried his best to find help so he doesn't have to suffer the torture. He lived through what slaves went through, and he was kind of like freaking out because he was free in the north and he didn't know also what slaves were going through in the south personally. So the ending of the movie. In the end of the movie, Solomon was still a slave, waiting for the day that he is rescued. People from the north have came down to the south to rescue Solomon. The owner of the slaves told him that he can't leave, but he left anyways and went back to his family. Solomon was happy to see his kids all grown up and was also happy to see his wife. It's been a long time. He apologized for, his disappearance. So the movie's film source, this movie was based on a true story. The movie got their source from Solomon Northup's book that was called 12 Years a Slave, an 1853 memoir. He wrote down his experiences and what he went through as a slave because he knew how to read and write. So the movie setting. The movie was filmed in New Orleans, Louisiana. Solomon was sold at a slave market in New Orleans and spent 12 years in slavery in central Louisiana. The plantation he was held up near was the Magnolia Plantation, and that is where they filmed the movie at. So why is this an important American story? It tells what slaves went through back in the past. It showed how much hard labor they put in every day. I saw what human beings went through when they got punished. Back then, when slavery existed, they had no equal rights, and all they wanted to do was live freely. It showed me that slavery was not a crime. The crimes included raping the woman, people getting whipped, and people also dying. Kids were separated from the parents when they were being sold in the market. And it's important to know this because we don't want to repeat history and make human beings now go through what slaves went through back in those years. I also believe why they filmed this is because slavery tells a very great story, the drama and the tragedy of what they went through, and this is something everyone would want to watch, and learn, about history. So this concludes my presentation on my movie review, and I just wanted to end with a quote. "Those who deny freedom to others deserve it not for themselves," by Abraham Lincoln. I hope you guys all enjoyed my video, and be safe.